Today, John Wall becomes the first player ever to be named SEC Freshman of the Week 4 consecutive times. Eric Bledsoe won the award the first week of the season, and it's gone to the great Wall each week thereafter. Wall had a career-high 25 points and 6 steals against UConn back on Wednesday. Saturday at Indiana, Wall had 11 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds. With all the praise and accolades and the talent to back it up, it'd be easy for Wall's ego to get the best of him. Not work as hard or cut class, since he's expected to be the number 1 pick in next year's NBA draft. But Coach Cal says Wall is on his way to earning a 3.8 GPA this semester. He continues to go all out in practice and remains extremely coachable.
All the media that this kid's getting, think if it were you or me. Could you have dealt with it? Like being the best player in the world, in the universe, in the centuries, and at stratosphere, and shouldn't have did that. If it were me and you couldn't have talked to me. No one could have coached me. And most of you in this room would have been the same way. This kid's dealing with it beautifully. He's trying to defer to his teammates. And he's trying to get better. He works harder in the weight room than anybody I have.
Following those wins over Indiana and UConn, coupled with Villanova's loss to Temple last night, Kentucky's moved up to number 3 in both the Associated Press and coaches polls, behind Kansas and Texas. The other SEC teams in the top 25 this week are Tennessee at 9, Florida at 13, Ole Miss at 20. Tates Creek alum and current South Carolina basketball head coach Darren Horn has received a contract extension and a pay raise. The former Western Kentucky University player and coach gets 2 years added to his deal, with a $300,000 salary increase to $1.1 million a year over the next 5 years. By the way, Steve Spurrier got a 1-year contract extension today, taking his contract through 2013, but no pay raise for the old ball coach. To the football Cats, QB Mike Hartline held out of practice today due to swelling in his knee. Saturday was Hartline's first practice in more than 4 weeks. He hopes to be healthy enough to play in the Music City Bowl, and he has 2 weeks to find out if his knee can handle it.
That's the first 2 days of real good activity that he's had, even though he'd been going through treadmill, SwimX, Stairmaster, and all that without any setbacks. So this is the first setback we've had.
I feel twice as better as I did before I started practicing before the Vanderbilt game. So it feels good as far as in that comparison. There's always going to be some soreness when you miss, a month and a half, 2, and you haven't practiced for a while and you want to come back. But, when you see a little bit of regression, a little bit of swelling, you just kind of take it easy. And, I got a lot of days of rest, and we come back Friday and really start to get after it.
The Cats have picked up another football commitment. The Danville Advocate Messenger's Larry Vaught reports 6'4", 220-pound Florida defensive end Mike Douglas has given his verbal to UK, turning down scholarship offers from Florida State, Ole Miss, Iowa, Purdue, and Cincinnati. The 3-star recruit becomes the Cats' 22nd commitment of the 2010 class. EKU at Maryland Saturday. Former Boyle County Rebel Spencer Perrin with the dunk. The Colonels rallied from down 16 to tie the game at 60 with about 8 minutes to go, but the comeback came up short. Terps won by 11. Still, Spencer, Lee, and Perrin spicing things up with a little Worcestershire, making a Jack Kane forward. Play of the day!